Good morning, YouTube. In this video, I'm gonna unbox both the iPhone 6 Plus and the Nexus 6 at the same time so that we can compare the two phones directly as they come out of the box. And I'd like to also compare how the setup is between Android and iOS. I'm very eager to see how this Nexus 6 looks with its 6-inch screen. This will be the biggest phone I have ever had. Here's our Nexus 6 box. Both the boxes look very nice. Of course, the iPhone is tightly shrink wrapped with iPhone written on either side. Nothing at the bottom, nothing at the top, and of course the very elegant looking white silhouette of the phone. This box is also very nicely done. There's a nice picture of the Nexus 6 at the bottom here. On the corner here it says 32 gigs. And then we have an Inset 6 logo here. This is obviously the phone I'm much more excited to see since I've never actually, forget even seeing a Nexus 6, I've never held a 6-inch screen phone in my hand before. And I'm super excited to see this phone and hold it in my hand. A 6 Plus, I actually already have a 6 Plus, so I already know what it looks like. So let's open this one first. I was only able to get a 16 gig iPhone 6 Plus on the first day. And if you're getting an iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, don't get the 16. It's just not enough. You'll find it fills up very quickly. Okay, so remove the shrink wrap here. This will be the first Motorola smartphone I've ever had. The last time I had a Motorola phone, it was the StarTAC in 1996, and it cost me $2,000 back then. So let's open the 6 Plus first. All right. There's the very familiar looking iPhone 6 Plus. And now, let's take a look at what this Nexus 6 looks like. Ready? Wow. Okay, let's take the 6 Plus out of the box. The Nexus 6, as you can see, there's some dust on top there of the plastic. And the metal feels nice and cold. You can tell right away that this is a metal edge. Back looks really nice. The Nexus logo is huge, looks excellent. There's the Motorola dimple. And there's the camera with the circular flash around it with the two LEDs, one on each side. The top, you see the big slab of metal there. Fantastic. Wow. This thing has far exceeded my expectations of what I thought it would look like. This is my complete first impressions right out of the box. I'd never even seen a dummy unit of this, and I'm thrilled with how it looks. Let's take a look now at the 6 Plus. 6 Plus, of course, is a very familiar phone to me now. So let's compare the two. As you can see, the height is almost exactly the same. This Nexus actually makes this 6 Plus not seem that big. And you can see how much wider the Nexus 6 is. Maybe half a centimeter wider, it feels like. Of course, the Nexus 6 is thicker because of the middle part is a lot fatter, but because the edges are so thin, it's not a big deal. Cool. Wow. The weight, They feel very similar. I think there's about 12 grams difference between the two. This is heavier, but I don't even know if I can tell. This feels really good in the hand. For what a big phone, the weight feels it feels lighter almost because it's, yeah, it is lighter. Oh yeah. This feels, wow. That's awesome. Okay, let us see what else is in the box. So packaged very nicely in this somewhat red envelope, we have our quick setup guides. This one shows how to charge the phone, as well as how to turn it on, and the volume button, the USB port, the NFC. Here is our SIM removal tool with instructions on installing the SIM card, and what looks like a pretty detailed safety and warranty booklet. The iPhone also comes with a similar envelope with the SIM removal tool included. 9/41 Tuesday, September 9th. That's when the iPhone 6s were unveiled. Because these are not diagrams, there's 3 different languages here: English, French, and Spanish. Same warranty info and the usual Apple stickers. Here's the Apple charger. And here are the same earphones we've seen since the iPhone 5. The Nexus 6 comes with a micro USB to USB cable, and the iPhone comes with a USB to Lightning cable. Let's take a look now at the Motorola turbocharger. It's the Motorola logo on top. It's a very nicely built charger. Looks very high quality. Turbo power supply. Turbo output only supplied to turbo enabled device. Okay, let's remove the plastic off the iPhone 6 Plus. Comes off so nicely. What a beautifully made phone. On the gold version, the protruding camera has a gold rim around it, which looks pretty good. There's a scratch on this phone. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. But yeah, there's a very visible scratch out of the box that doesn't rub off. That's kind of surprising on such an expensive phone. The right side features that solid power button and the SIM card slot. The top is completely smooth. And the bottom has the headphone jack, microphone port, and a lightning port, and the speakers. These phones are made so well. No other scratches I can see. And here's the separate volume buttons and the mute button. My Nexus 6, for some reason, the cover on top of the phone looks very dirty. I'm surprised it shipped out of the box looking that dirty. Okay, let's remove the cover that's over the screen. Yeah, even the screen is dirty. Like the back has no protection at all. There's the bottom, just antenna cutouts and a USB port. You can see the protruding speakers. They are protruding ever so slightly. I do like the way the metal looks. I originally wanted a white 64, but all I could get was this blue 32, but I do really like the blue. There's the SIM card slot and headphone port on top. Okay, let's go ahead and turn both the phones on and boot them up for the first time. I'm very eager to see how the screens compare. The Nexus 6 has an AMOLED screen, while the 6 Plus has an LED screen. The iPhone 6s are known for pretty accurate colors, so let's see how this Nexus is calibrated. I'm also eager to see how The sharpness compares because the resolution is a lot higher with the Nexus 6. I think we're comparing a 401 pixels per inch versus a 493. Wow, so there we go. They're both booted up. They both just look fabulous. Okay, so let's bring our previous phones in. This is the Nexus 5. You can see how much it's grown. This is the 6, the regular 6, which is not a previous phone, it's a current phone. You can see obviously how much a 6 Plus is bigger than a 5S. English, United States. Slide to setup. Okay. English. Canada. Choose Wi-Fi. Not gonna put SIM cards in there now so that we can do a better comparison. Let's connect to Wi-Fi. Okay. SIM required. Tap and go. Quickly copy any Google accounts, backed up apps, and data from your existing Android to make sure your other device is on and unlocked. Briefly place the two devices back to back until you hear a tone. Then set aside. There's our tone. Copy accounts and data from this device. Bluetooth will be used. Okay. So this is not even letting me do anything until I put a SIM in. Really? Okay, it looks like I have to put my SIM card in before I can proceed with the iPhone. Meanwhile, Tap and Go has made it pretty easy on the Nexus 6. Okay, so the Nexus 6 is well on its way, copying accounts and settings over. The iPhone I haven't started yet. I have to put my SIM card in. Let me go ahead and quickly put my SIM card into the iPhone. And I'll forward through the video right here. Okay, so now that my SIM card is in, I can actually begin the setup of my iPhone. My Nexus is probably done for the most part. I guess it would have to download apps. More next. Okay, yeah, so it's still restoring here. Meanwhile, let me see if I can now restore from iCloud backup on my iPhone. So let me go ahead and sign in. Okay, so the Nexus 6 is prompting me for that a new Android 5.01 system update is available. So let me go ahead and download that and start the update process. I should also have a new, there should be an update also for iOS, but I have to first, I guess, figure out my backup here. These are not current backups. I love where the power button is positioned. And let's open it. Wow, this definitely feels like a brand spanking new Android device. Oh, that screen is awesome. Android Lollipop just looks great on this screen. Wow. That is superb. Let's go into the settings quickly and go into About Phone. As you can see now, it's Android 5.01 LRX22C. Good. This phone is definitely not perfect. You can see there are some marks on the back here. Yeah, if you're really picky, you would not be happy about these marks on the phone here. I'm not sure what the deal is there. This AMOLED screen looks awesome. Okay, so I think that does it. I'm pretty happy with this Nexus 6. I love the profile. I actually thought it'd be way too big, but this is fine. Not too thrilled about these little spots that came on this unit, but whatever, it'll do. Okay, so that wraps up my dual unboxing of the Nexus 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. What I've found out is that Android phones have come a long way. It used to be that when you take a brand new iPhone out of the box, the way it was packaged, the way the hardware looked, the way the hardware was built, the metal, everything just looked so much better than when you took an Android phone like a Samsung out of the box. Now I'm taking this Nexus 6 out of the box, and to me it looked every bit, the hardware, even before turning it on, looked every bit as impressive, or maybe even more impressive, than the iPhone 6 Plus. The camera, even just from the outside, looks impressive. The metal surround looks very good. The buttons are built well. You see the stereo speakers and the bigger screen. Neither phone looked absolutely perfect out of the box. Both had marks, actual little marks on the phone that won't come off. So that's not ideal. If you are going to be buying one of these phones from a store, I would highly recommend that you take it out of the box and examine it closely so that the one you get does not have any scratches or marks. I still wasn't able to find a current iCloud backup or even an iCloud backup from my iPhone 6. So I had to restore a backup from my 6 Plus, and it's still doing that. It should be finishing up here pretty quick. I'm surprised the iPhone setup didn't go very smoothly, but I'm very happily surprised as to how awesome this Nexus 6 seems to be, and I'm really excited to use it as my main phone. Okay, thank you for watching.